Okay.
NWA versus Ice Cube. You ready?
Definitely.
Do you remember all the names of the members of NWA, Adley? You want to try?
Of course.
Yeah. NWA was obviously Dr. Dre.
Yes.
Ice Cube.
Yes.
DJ Yella.
Yeah.
Eazy-E.
Yes.
I want to say it was Arabian Prince in NWA.
If it's weird because like it depends on
Kind of the time.
there's like this iteration of NWA, but yes, if we're playing Family Feud, yes, that would count.
Give me a boy's name that starts with the letter H.
Jose.
Okay. Maybe the DOC, was he part of NWA?
Also, if we're playing Family Feud, that would count as well.
That would count.
Jose with an H.
You're missing one member.
Wait, Yella, Eazy-E, Dre, Ice Cube, and MC Ren.
There you go.
MC Ren, that's right.
Kiss My Black A. Do you remember that song?
Yep.
When he put out that song?
Get my black A.
He just kept repeating it. All right, we'll start with Eazy-E. Eric Wright, born September 7th, 1964. Born in Compton, California. His father was a postal worker. His mother was a grade school administrator. He sold dope. Now, Jerry Heller, who you'll hear about in the story later, says that he only sold marijuana. That he never sold crack cocaine. He never got into the hard stuff. Just sold marijuana.
You in here for some marijuana? Marijuana? Man, this is some bullshit.
However, in 1986, Eazy-E made $250,000 selling whatever he was selling. And I'm gonna assume you're not gonna make that on marijuana. What say you, Adley?
No.
Dude, there's no way.
No.
There's no way you can make that much money. Unless you're selling cargo plane loads.
Here's how this goes. In 1986, his cousin got shot, so he decided to pursue a different path and thought about music.
Okay.
His estate is worth $8 million.
Okay.
Here we go. MC Ren. Lorenzo Gerald Patterson. Born June 6, 1969. Born and raised in Compton, California. His father owned a barber shop and was affiliated with the Kelly Park Crips. He joined to make money, but realized he could just sell drugs on his own and make more money.
If the milk turns out to be sour, I ain't the kind of pussy to drink it.
Oh, he is worth $500,000. DJ Yella.
Even if Yella makes it
Antoine
acapella.
Carnaby. And he is the most vocal on the entire NWA path. Like, dude, I'm telling you, this guy is so cool now. If you ever watch his videos on Vlad TV, he is so laid back. You would never know that he was an NWA and like he was a gangster. But he wasn't a gangster. You'll find out.
Okay.
Learned to drum. He was self-taught. He was in the drum line in high school. Listened to funk, listened to Parliament Funkadelic, and then began DJing at an 18 and under club in a strip mall called, do you know what it was called?
Limelight.
No, Eve After Dark.
Eve After Dark.
Yeah, was it called Limelight in the movie?
No, there was a club, I think I want to say maybe in Tucson, that was a teen club in a strip mall that was called Limelight.
Okay.
I think Chico DJ'd there, as a matter of fact.
It's not good for sure.
Random fact. Okay.
Started DJing in high school. Dre and Yella saw Run-D.M.C at Eve After Dark. They did one song. It must have been a radio promo tour, and they must have been like, this club sucks. What are we doing here?
Bunch of teenagers, like, okay. Nothing against it. Okay.
Like, dude, we're getting shot, man.
Everybody shut up and do what I say.
Like, we're from Queens, dude. I never heard of Compton before. I didn't realize they had Beirut in California. You gotta, dude, think how dug up that club probably was, bro. God bless.
Yeah, jeez.
God bless Lonzo Williams. I'm not talking crap on your club, sir. Please don't shoot me. But let's be honest with ourselves, dude. It's like 1984 in Compton, and it's a teen nightclub where gangbangers hang out in a strip mall. So Yella, Dre, Alonzo, and Shakespeare decided that they wanted to make a record after they'd seen Run-D.M.C, and there was a 4-track in the back of the Eve. What's the name of this nightclub?
Eve After Dark.
Yeah, Eve After Dark.
Huh.
Yeah, and so they create the World Class Wrecking Crew.
World Class Wrecking Crew was dope. I got some of that vinyl too. I got that.
You know why they were called the World Class Wrecking Crew?
The wrecking, because I don't know, they're wrecking stuff.
Yeah, because they'd send Yella out and he'd tear down the posters of every other crew.
Really? Nice, dude. Well, you remember in the 80s, you'd cruise down whatever street, San Vicente or whatever, Santa Monica, and there just every telephone pole had posters on it of the next club spot coming up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's funny. That's great.
So Dre and Yella made bootlegs, and they sold them at the swap meet. Shakespeare and Sir Jinx and Ice Cube were in a crew at that time called CIA. Yep, and Sir Jinx was Dr. Dre's cousin. By this time, Dre was sleeping on Yella's couch, and the two of them were making music together.
Okay.
So, and the DOC moved in with them too, but I don't write about the DOC, so I kind of left him out of all the stories. Because the DOC came from Texas.
And he was kind of later on too, after they're kind of established.
It seemed to me that he didn't really belong in NWA. God bless the DOC, but it is what it is. Okay. Going on. Arabian Prince.
Yep.
Real name, Kim Nizel.
Okay.
Kim.
Okay.
Kim is his first name.
There was a thing, though, in the 80s where dudes were called Kim. What the fuck? I remember a few other Kims.
Korean dudes or black dudes? Because I feel like Korean dudes call Kim, that's okay. Black dude called Kim, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from. I think it was a mix, not just Asians. I'll say that.
Okay, Arabian Prince, please don't shoot me for these comments, but God bless you, sir. All right, here we go. Went to Catholic school, tried gangbanging for 4 days, then went back to football. He was like, man, this gangbanging. He saw some dude get beat down. He was like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. His dad was a radio host and his mom was a piano teacher. He started making mixtapes at his dad's radio station, and that's where he came up with the name Arabian Prince, so he could sell the mixtapes at the swap meet. In 1984, Arabian Prince started touring with the World Class Wrecking Crew.
Okay, so they were touring.
They're touring. Yeah, because the World Class Wrecking Crew had those 2 albums, and then the Arabian Prince was a good DJ.
Okay, perfect.
Next member of our cast is named. Arabian Prince is worth $1 million.
Good, respectable.
Next member of our cast is Dr. Dre, Andre Young, born February 18th, 1965. He was raised all over California: Carson, Watts, Compton, Long Beach, and South Central. Alonzo, Shakespeare, DJ Yella, and Dr. Dre were in the World Class Wrecking Crew. They put out 2 records, and they were connected to Jerry Heller. And that's how Jerry Heller gets in the picture.
Huh.
Yeah.
So the Wrecking Crew, was it like managed? Did Jerry Heller like manage them?
Yep.
The Wrecking Crew?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it just to, for those that aren't familiar with the World Class Wrecking Crew, it was just party music. A song we still play on Groove is Turn Out the Lights, which was a love jam, a slow jam. And it had a girl singer on there. I don't think it was Michelle Leigh. Was it Michelle Leigh? Okay.
Yes, it was.
And it's a sexy song. And it's the furthest thing from gangster hip hop.
He was called Dr. J at first after Julius Erving. Like he wanted it to sound cool, like, oh yeah, Dr. J, call me Dr. J. That's where the doctor came from, was Julius Erving.
Wait, so, he wasn't a medical student or anything?
Sorry, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
He went by that, and then everybody's like, dude, your name's Andre. Just go by Dr. Dre. And so he was like, oh, okay. So he changed his name to Dr. Dre. Dre's cousin was Sir Jinx. Sir Jinx was in CIA. Dre went down to see them, and he met Ice Cube.
Okay.
Dre met Eazy-E at a block party that got broke up by the cops. So Eazy was like, why doesn't everybody come back to my mom's house? And so they went to his mom's house. Dre DJ'd the party, and Eazy went up to him and was like, we should start a record company.
Really? Just at a house party DJing? And Dr. Dre was already doing music with the Wrecking Crew?
Yeah.
At this point? Okay. And
yeah. So, and then that's the next thing is that, like, so Dre's doing stuff with the Wrecking Crew. He meets Eazy. Eazy's like, I don't want to sell drugs anymore. And this guy kind of knows what he's doing when it comes to selling records, I think. Because now you also got to remember that Dre and Yella at this point, and I think this comes later in the story, but I'll tell you anyways, they were mix DJs at K-Day.
Oh, and K-Day was your source for hip hop and rap.
Yeah, so
and it was
explain
AM.
K-Day to everybody.
K-Day. Was it 1560 AM or was that camp radio?
No,
it was definitely AM. Was it
1600?
AM. Okay. It was an AM signal. I was in Orange County down in Fountain Valley, so I was far away, but you could tune it in the daytime. It was kind of an R&B, kind of more maybe occasional hip hop song, rap song coming out, but at night the mixers would come on and it was dope, man. I remember my dad's 79 Buick. I'd be like, all right, if I park right there by Tommy's Burgers on the up by the freeway, I can get it in perfect. So I'd order Tommy's and listen to K-Day, and my girlfriend, she's like, can we go somewhere? I was like, no. K-Day's in the mix. I want to hear, you know what I mean? I would get excited about it.
And I'd be like, you're single. Such a surprise that you're single. Here's the thing, dude. So K-Day, like the thing with K-Day is that it was hip hop radio, and it's like, my gosh, and like
the
phenomenal.
First on the West Coast.
Exactly.
The first.
So here's the thing. Now we have two mixed DJs that are in this soon-to-be phenomenal group. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
It's coming together. Yep.
So Dre hooks up with Eazy, and Yella loves Eazy, because here's why. Yella had a hookup at a clothing store. So remember when we were radio DJs and we had to hook up at the Nike store?
Yup.
But there was a girl at the store, so she would just give him so many clothes, and so he had so many clothes he couldn't wear them anymore, and she'd hook him up all the time. He'd sell the clothes to Eazy. He's like, man, he loved that guest, man. He just loved it.
And he's getting it at a discount, so he wasn't mad.
Yeah, exactly. He was getting it for free, dude. He got it for free. It wasn't a discount. It was the hookup.
Flipped it, huh?
It was the hookup. Yeah, he flipped it to a drug dealer. So that dude always has money for fresh gear.
Yes. Oh, that's crazy. That's dope.
Dr. Dre and Yella became mixed DJs at KDAY. So,
okay.
Next character in our story, Mr. O'Shea Jackson himself. Ice Cube, baby. Born June 15th, 1969. Oh, sorry. Dr. Dre's net worth $800 million. I apologize. Dr. Dre's net worth 800 million. And it was a bill, except that he just got divorced, and she took 2 hundo. She took 2 hundo.
He was worth $1 billion. Holy cow! Dang.
I know, dude. All right, here we go.
Wow.
Because he sold Beats. That's the thing. He sold his Beats headphones too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right too. Oh, jeez.
All right. Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson, South Central. Was born in South Central. Was part of the busing program and went to Fort Worth High School in the San Fernando Valley. At 16, he was rapping in CIA and would perform at parties with Dr. Dre. Cube became a ghostwriter for Dre. And Dre produced CIA's My Posse.
Huh. Okay.
So at this point, Dre already knows that Cube can write lyrics for him for when he's making house calls. I'm Dr. Dre the Maniac.
Did Ice Cube write that?
Calls. You know what? I didn't look that far into it.
We'll have to look that. Yeah, we'll have to look. Interesting. Is he?
But almost more importantly is that Cube's finding out that Dre can produce. And CIA sounded a lot like the Beastie Boys, and Dre did a really good job of making Beastie Boys tracks. So Dre comes to Ice Cube and says, hey man, I need you to do me a favor. He says, what's that? He goes, me and my friend are starting a record company. He's already finding artists, but they don't know how to write rhymes. So can you just write rhymes for these guys? Because they look cool. And so he's like, okay. And the group was called HBO. Homeboys Only.
I have a story about them.
So,
I have a story, yep.
So Cube writes a song for them, and they're like, I don't know what any of these words mean, because Cube writes in his own voice,
vernacular,
in his own language, exactly.
Yeah.
And so they won't do it because they don't understand it. All right, folks, we've gotten really late, so if you want to see the second part of this beef,
oh my gosh,
watch episode 3 on Tuesday.